Let's decorate.
Yeah, we have our little cake that's been in the fridge. It's set. You can see it's stable. It's not going anywhere because it's nice and cold. This in itself is what we, in the cake industry, we call a semi-naked cake. So brides often ask me, oh, I want a semi-naked cake. This, with fresh flowers, makes a beautiful cake.
It does.
So you could be done by now, but we're going to take it to the next.
But you're Anma. You
exactly.
Are not
this is not enough for me.
Yeah.
So the buttercream we made earlier, I've added a tiny bit of pink coloring.
Yes.
So now we're going to start. I'll just show with the piping bag. Same again. We're going to coil the icing again. Steady. I'm using my hand just to twirl the turntable. All the way up. If there's a little gap, it doesn't matter because we can fill that in, and we're going to use a scraper to smooth it out.
I have to try.
Yeah, I was going to say, I need to put Thabiso to the test.
Otherwise,
more than welcome.
You know what I mean?
Don't stress about it because at this stage, anything's fixable. There we go. So slowly and evenly.
Don't they get automatic things like this that just turn?
I always say I wish somebody could invent like a little thing to step on, you know? And then
yes, a pedal. Almost like a sewing machine pedal. I kind of like that idea, but look at the difference between Anma's layer and Thabiso.
So I think also it's because you're doing it away from yourself. So if you're doing it towards yourself, it might be a little bit smoother. And I think everybody finds their own groove with this type of thing. So I just want to do the top. So now I'm going to use a little offset spatula, which is it's not a flat one. And I'm just going to smooth out the top to start. And then in the book, it also explains different ways of doing this, because you can create a flat top on a cake by either doing it this way, you're kind of engaging your eye, or people shudder at this suggestion. But what I do is I add a bit of greaseproof paper on top of this now. I'm going to show you. I pop look, you can use a cake board. This is an acrylic disc onto it with some paper. And then I flip the whole cake upside down and I ice the cake upside down.
Stunning.
Into the fridge, because then once you flip it back up and take this off, your cake is 100%
flat and level.
Exactly.
But it's high risk, isn't it? I mean, your cake could fall apart.
No, because it's ice cold. It's set. It's that concrete we've been talking about is set now, so nothing can happen to it. So scraper in hand, in the middle, and this is where the magic happens. So this is automatically going to start smoothing out your cake.
Like plastering the walls of the house.
It is exactly the same thing. You could even use the same type of equipment. So this is where it doesn't happen in one piece. So you kind of need to see where you're missing icing, where the little holes are.
And gaps.
Yes.
And then you fill out those gaps just like that.
This is a bit of buttercream. I've added a bit of color. If you can just smear it about like this, to get it nice and mixed in. There's three different, there's a dark pink, a light pink, and a purple, and that's what we're going to use to create that kind of marbled effect.
And what color agent did you use here? Is it just normal food coloring?
More normal food coloring. There's so many on the market. You can use a powder one, a gel one. Just never use the really liquidy one that you buy at the supermarket.
Yes.
That's too liquid.
That's also
that's the purple. I'm going to steal a bit of this pink, just to show how this marbled effect that I've got on this little cake. Yeah. So you can be quite.
Oh, you kind of just do your thing.
Yeah, you do like a little.
There we go.
Thank you. Oops, touch that little guy.
You help there. What characteristics would you say, Anma, like a baker, somebody who wants to be a master baker like you, has got to possess? Like, how must this person be like?
You need to have patience, I think. You need to be a planner. Like, you're going to have to be, like, spreadsheets and planning has to be your number one friend, because, like, I sit every Monday and I work out exactly how many layers of each cake I need to bake, how many ingredients I need. So I already know by Monday exactly what I need to buy and what I'm going to need, because I can't pop out every 2 minutes to the shop, you know, because by Tuesday, Wednesday, we're baking full on. So you have to be a planner, and you have to stick to that plan.
Meticulous planning.
It's a labor of love. I mean, we say it time and time again, do not rush the process. Everything step by step for a reason.
Yeah.
And I suppose that's how we're able to walk away with such genius. I mean, that marbled effect is coming together effortlessly.
Comes together quite easily. Usually I pop it in the fridge now to set, and then you can add more color on top. You can change your gradients, you can change as you go along.
They've always said that baking is a science, but it's also so technical as well. I mean, you listen to the words, the terminologies that Anma is using. Gradient of
the technical terms.
Yay.
So I've got a little batch of macarons over there, the little pink guys. We're going to pop that on top of this cake. But first, because there's 6 macarons we need to create, I always plan out. So we're going to do 6 little, what I would call maybe a little swirl.
So, I would love to try a swirl. In fact,
always up for trying.
This is reminding me of an incredible organization. They're called Cupcakes of Hope, and they basically help out children and teens fighting childhood cancer. And they put me to the test. In fact, we've delivered a dose of care to them last year, and this is definitely taking me back to that.
Did you have to do this?
I had to do this. So I actually feel like I'm practice. There we go.
I did say it. Not your first time.
Not my first time.
Look at that. I'm just ready to sort of like slice into it.
You can pop it, let them stand up on each one of your beautiful little rosettes.
Yo, guys.
I'm going to fill in with a few more little different shapes of little stars.
Ha. I love this. And who doesn't love a good macaroon? It truly is a taste of Parisian heaven, and it also just brings desserts together in such a sophisticated way.
Do you want to pop sprinkles?
I will do that. I'll do that.
Add that Uncle Tabsy pizzazz.
Amazing, my kind of guy.
No science to it at all.
No, there is. I mean, look, there is. Look. There we go.
Amazing.
And you want that because on Instagram it looks amazing when you do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But you seem like unsure. I mean, come on.
An Insta-worthy cake, and I am so here for it. I mean, to get more tips and tricks from Chef Anmar, please do head over to our social media platforms and get in on the action. Thanks for joining us, Anmar. What a treat.